Hi there, I'm Juliana McMillan-Wilhoit, and I'm the principal of Tabulae Spatial Services. We believe in the power of maps to change communities and organizations. And so we're here with a little bit of training to help you make a fall-themed map. So anyway, I am just really passionate about connecting members of the geospatial community together, and hopefully this can be something that's helpful or useful to you. So I'm going to be using the ArcGIS Online platform exclusively today. You can do this also on ArcGIS Pro. There's also some ways that you could do this using QGIS, but just for ease today, we're going to be using ArcGIS Online. So let me share my screen with you. All right, so you can now see my screen, and I am at developers.arcgis.com in the vector tile stylizer. So to get there, if you just search for the vector tile stylizer, and generally the first thing that comes up is actually a blog post, and there is a link in this blog post right there. So you can go in and get started. So the idea here is that we're going to take one of these base maps and we're going to modify it to make it a little bit more fun for fall. So I'm going to take this light gray canvas, and then so it's actually already been sort of modified, but I'm going to show you how I do that. So if you go over here to the quick edit or the pencil tab, you'll see that there are these different values or hex codes. Now, I like to use a website called Coolors, COOLORS.co, and that's a website that enables you to find colors that sort of work well together. So I have this orange and this brown that I really like, but let's see what other colors we can find. So I'm actually just pressing my space bar, and I can then lock it when I find colors that I like. So I actually really like this blue, so I just selected that, and now I'm copying it to my clipboard, and I'm actually going to replace this blue with that. Okay, and so anyways, you can sort of go through that process, make this map how you'd like, and you can see down here, you know, this is sort of how it will look all together. And I'm actually going to copy this one for my green. I like this green a lot better. Okay, so here we now have our base map, and so I'm going to go save as. So this is going to be our fall base map. And I'm gonna tag it with Tabulae Spatial. So this is something that actually, if you just want to go search for it, you don't even have to go about finding this. You can actually just bring this in to any map that you have. So I am a huge fan of SafeGraph Data. And so if you go to the marketplace, the Esri marketplace, the marketplace.arcgis.com. So depending on the ArcGIS Online settings that you have, you may or may not be able to access this layer, but there's a free layer that's SafeGraph Places. And so if we search for that, this is a really fantastic resource. It has pretty much all of the places within the United States. It's a free layer that you can add in, and it's updated every month. So you can view the item, you can purchase it for free. And so just, you can then add that. So I'm going to go over, I already have this added to a map. Which I'm going to add right over here. So just to take a look at this data, it is pretty, right? It has pretty much every business point of entrance within the United States. And so there's a lot of information here. So there's a place ID, there's a name, it gives us information on like the brand. So it would be like McDonald's, Starbucks, Shell, like what category it is. It's the city, the zip code. So anyway, a lot of information. But what I'm curious about is I want to actually only filter out those that are pumpkins, because that's what I'm really interested in. So we're going to go to this filter, and I'm going to go edit, and I want to say that the POI name contains the word pumpkin, right? So that's going to say that would include the pumpkin patch, the pumpkin whatever. And I want to apply this filter. So we'll turn that on. So these are all of the places across the United States that have the word pumpkin in them. Now, what I also want to do is I want to add in the base map that I just made. So I am going to go to my content, and I have my fall base map, which I've just added in. So now we have that fall base map on the back, and now we have all these pumpkin places on front. Now I can then go here, and I can just have it be a single symbol, and then I can change this. So I could actually upload an image of a pumpkin. Right, I could search for one. I could, you know, buy a piece of clip art. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to maybe take this, make this size 15, and there we go. There is a map of all of the places in the US that are named pumpkin on this sort of pumpkin themed map. So I'm actually going to rename this, and we're just going to call this places called pumpkin. And there we go. That is how you can easily make a map that is fall themed of all the places in the US that are pumpkin.